Welcome to Taking One Day Living in Real Time. If you will, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. I'd appreciate it. I come on here about the Hurricane Ian that has hit Florida, and it's hit very majorly in an area that I'm from. I live in North Georgia. I've been here 24 years, but my home is in Florida, in Sanford, Florida. It's close to Orlando, Altamont Springs, and they're being hit very hard and have been hit. A lot of rain. And by living there all them years in Florida, I know what they're going through. And it's devastating. It's really bad. I mean, I used to have to nail the windows, boards over the windows. I'd have to nail the door together. I've even had boards to try to come up out of the floor from the hurricanes. And there's not really much left after you're hit by this. I mean, you're pretty well wiped out. And unfortunately, they say everybody should evacuate, which is true. But a lot of people, and my family, we were one of them, we never could afford to evacuate. I mean, you've got to have money to travel to another state or to rent a motel room or something and have family to stay with, which we didn't have any. So we always wrote them out. And I had a disabled brother and a disabled mother, so I took care of whatever needed to be taken care of. I'd have to tie everything down in the yard. And like I said, board the windows up and even nail the door shut. And we lived in a mobile home, so you can imagine it was shaking and rocking. Sometimes it felt like it was going to explode. I've lost dear friends in tornadoes in Florida and hurricanes. But I've got friends living there now, and I'm very concerned. I can't get a hold of them. And I'm worried, you don't know what's going on or how bad they were affected. But the reason coming on here is to ask for prayers for all these people that's been affected. They need prayers badly. And God will see them through this. And as humans, I know it looks very bad to them. I've been through a fire and lost everything. I've lost a lot through hurricanes. And as humans, we do say, what are we going to do? But the first thing you need to do is to put your head up and reach out to God, because He will make a way. And Florida has a wonderful governor now that I'm sure will get all the support that he can get for everybody, as much as he can get for help. But unfortunately, we got a president that has sent all the money that he can send and keep sending to other countries. And if he's not doing that, he's buying oil from other countries and paying triple the prices when we've got oil right up under our feet. But that's another story. But all that help that money could do towards Florida with this disaster, and it's just being sent away. And we're not even sure if the money's even reaching the people He's sending it to. Who knows? But there's nothing that we can do about that right now. But in about 40 days, there's something we can do about it. We can make a difference. We can change this. But God will never leave them. He don't leave none of us. And He will see them through. And maybe He's got something better planned. And could He have stopped the storm? Yes, but He says that we will live through trials and tribulations. He never said it was going to be easy on this world. We're in this world, but we're not from this world. So all we can do is turn to Him, turn to each other, and people help each other, and they can build back and they can survive if people will pull together. And maybe, you know, sometimes it takes a disaster to pull people together to help one another. But always something bad, something good will come out of it. Now, I'm not saying in a few days. Rome wasn't built in a few days. But hold on to your faith, Floridians, whoever's living there in Florida. And help has came from other states. I mean, all kind of power companies and stuff. North Georgia has sent people. North Carolina, South Carolina. There's a lot of people there waiting to help when they can get into them. And it's headed this way now towards Georgia. I think it's going towards Savannah, but we're supposed to get a lot of high wind and some rain, but nothing compared to what they have just went through. And God bless them. And can you imagine? I mean, one man this morning I saw was swimming through his house. His house was just about full of water. There's animals that are drowning. There's people that has drowned it. I mean, they have nowhere to go, and the water is rising, and so much of it has failed. I mean, it is very sad and very hurtful. But like I said, the storm too shall pass, and it will pass, and the sun will shine again. And help will always come from God, and there's a lot of good people that will help. We have a lot of evil people in the world, but we also have a lot of good people. And I just wanted to come on here and say thank you. And just to anybody of my friends or anybody that just clicks on the channel from Florida, know that we are all sending prayers, and any donations that y'all can send to the Red Cross or any organization that's set up to help them, please send what you can. I know times are very hard. There's not much that some of us can send, but what we can, we should, because they're really going to need it. I hope y'all have a good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in. And this too shall pass, and Jesus Christ is the only one that can get us through this. God bless.